Welcome to Classic Game Room, broadcasting from the Intergalactic Space Arcade. If this space arcade had a warp drive, the first place I would go is NABOO and blow it up. But since it doesn't, I have to do that on my N64 with Star Wars Episode 1, Battle for NABOO. Alright, everybody give it up for Jar Jar being crushed by the N64 symbol in Star Wars Episode 1, Battle for NABOO, and surely by for they mean against, right? Factor 5 wouldn't let me down, now would they? Because the best thing you can do for the people of NABOO is put them out of their misery. But what really surprises me is that they don't just give you a Death Star to do it all at once. So you have to pick the planet apart with a bunch of speeders and NABOO starfighters, while also occasionally destroying Trade Federation things. Released in 2000 for the N64, Star Wars Episode 1, Battle for NABOO is basically the spiritual successor to the excellent Star Wars Rogue Squadron, and plays much the same except with a wider variety of vehicles, and it takes place on NABOO. There's a storyline that takes place during the events in Episode 1 as you control Gavin Sykes, who's in the NABOO security forces or something. Why do they have security? NABOO should have been overrun by Wookiees 1,000 years ago. Time is short, so I won't go into another Episode 1 tirade here. Like the other Rogue Squadron games, you drive and fly through a variety of missions, which can be extremely challenging, as you try to unlock a bunch of medals and secret codes and stuff.
Rescue him, and I'll give whatever aid I can. Follow me.
While I don't care for the setting at all, I do like Factor 5's work. I think they've always done a great job with the Rogue Squadron games, and it's a shame they're no longer with us.
Right. That must be Devitt. Let's pull him out of
Enhanced by voiceover and the Star Wars music, you hop from vehicle to vehicle as you save or blow up various characters on or around NABOO. While the visuals are murky, the game runs extremely smoothly and actually plays pretty well.
Right. Take out those fighters. They're all over me.
The developers did a nice job mixing up the gameplay between the spacecraft and the ground-based vehicles. There's plenty of things to shoot at, and it's a tough game if you're looking to score silver or gold medals. If you know how the Rogue Squadron series is. If you've never played the Rogue Squadron series but heard about how good it is, this is not the one I would start with. I would go with the first, or Rogue Squadron 2 on the GameCube, which I think is the best. If you played all of them and just missed this one, Star Wars Episode 1, Battle for NABOO, is from Factor 5. It's easy to find, relatively affordable, and at least it's not based on the Ewok movie, right? Solid controls, fun gameplay. It's basically Rogue Squadron, except it takes place on NABOO.
I lost my droid.
So if you like that game, you'll probably like this one as well. A big thank you to Michael from Holmdel, New Jersey for sending this game to the show. Michael, hopefully you received your sticker and one of Jar Jar's severed fingers in the mail.
Be held out. Now everyone follow me.
You also get to run over those stupid Trade Federation droids with a speeder, so that's not too bad. It's Star Wars Episode 1, Battle for NABOO. Fight for the people of NABOO by destroying them. It's their only hope. I like the N64 presentation of the Star Wars music as well. You can always find a copy of the game through the Classic Game Room website, and maybe an Episode 1 VHS tape to go with it. Thanks again to Michael. May the Force be with you. And keep an eye on Jar Jar's finger. You don't want that thing regenerating like Terminator 2. Mooey, mooey, I've returned from the dead!